This is Tony Hunthausen here again. Wanted to talk to you today just briefly about the 7 common mistakes that you want to avoid if you're trying to sell your house. Because a lot of people are thinking about it this year. Either they are retiring, moving up, or maybe they're in a difficult situation, they need to do a short sale. In all of these cases, there's 7 things that we can point out that you want to avoid. The first one is pricing your property too high. You want to avoid that. Everybody wants to get the most they can for their property. We know that. But if we price it too high, there are people that aren't going to look at it because it looks too high. And it generally takes longer to sell. And typically, if we don't reduce that quick enough, it's going to take not only longer, it will end up selling for less than it would have had you started at the right price. So price your home competitively on an ongoing basis is what we say. The second mistake is confusing an appraisal price or a refinance price, for the actual market price. Oftentimes lenders will tell you your home is worth this much because they give you a little bit of an incentive. They want you to come and refinance. They want you to think it's worth a little bit more. It's typically a little bit higher. So it happens all the time. People say, we got this from our lender. Our house is worth $495, and yet when we take a look at the comps and everything, it's really worth $450. So that's a mistake. You want to be careful with that. Now, another mistake is forgetting to showcase your home. You want to be sure to clean it up, declutter it, get the carpets cleaned, and if the carpets are really old, you might consider replacing them, doing some touch-up painting, or maybe even painting. Painting your front door at least. That's the first thing that they see. Cleaning up the yard, making the house look presentable so that when people come, it actually looks its best. That's important. And then the fourth thing is trying to hard sell to the buyers while they're there looking at your house. The best thing you need to do is just kind of back away and let them look at the house. And if they have questions about the terms, the price, about anything, just refer them to your realtor. If that's me, refer them to me. If it's someone else, you're somewhere else in the country, refer them to your realtor and just answer questions about the physical house itself. But in terms of the contract, price, all those things, just refer them to your realtor and tell them that that's who they need to talk to if they have those types of questions. The fifth thing is trying to sell the looky-loos. Your realtor will be able to, or any realtor bringing a buyer in, should qualify those buyers by having them pre-qualified, checking out all of the attributes that they're giving you to tell you that they're a qualified buyer, so that you are working with qualified buyers. Oftentimes people who come in without a realtor are 8 to 9 months away from actually buying a house. They're out just looking around. So they're not really ready to buy. So you don't want to waste a lot of time with those kinds of people, and a good realtor can help you avoid that. Number 6 is not knowing your rights and responsibilities with regard to the real estate contract. And that's a big part of where we start to earn our money, is when it comes down to that contract negotiation and moving it through escrow. So your realtor can sit down with you and go over that contract. Here in California, it's 10 pages long, and explain it to you and go over all the different things and answer all your questions. And then the last thing is limiting the marketing and advertising. For instance, we don't want a sign in front of the property, or we don't want a lockbox. All of the things that will limit access to your property, those are ways to ensure that you're not going to see all the buyers, because you want to get all the possible buyers that might want a house like yours. You want them all to see your house. Now, we know that 85–90% of buyers are starting their search online now, so your realtor better have a big presence there online, like we do here with sellinghuntingtonbeach.com, and with the multiple websites that we get your properties out to, including Realtor.com, all of those major sites that we get your properties on. So it's very important to use a multitude of marketing techniques. Don't limit your realtor, and listen to him when he tells you the ones that are effective, because some that used to be effective really aren't that effective anymore. So that's the last one. And if you have any questions about any of those, if you're thinking about selling your property here in the Orange County area, call us here at the Hunthausen Group. We'd be happy to help you. If you're someplace else in the country where you know people all over the place, we have a network of good realtors that we have come to know over the years. Give us a call and we can help you find one in your area. And thanks again for checking in, and we hope you'll view some of our other videos as well. you.